Hello, hello, hello to all of my wonderful Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today, Aries. I hope you all are having a great day. I know that you are because that's the intention you set, right? Yes, I know it is. So, woo, you made it through the retrograde. Haha. Yes, you made it through the retrograde. So listen, we're going to talk about the number 15 today, but we're going to talk about 14 and 15, right? Because today is the 15th. Yesterday was the 14th. We're going to talk about the vibrations of those numbers and all the numbers that's associated with the number 14 and 15. But what do we know about our Aries, first of all, besides the fact that your duality is masculine? Meaning that if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I talk about dualities all the time. And if you watch my 1111 video, you know exactly how powerful you really are. Or we're talking about the number 11. So your duality being masculine, meaning that your energy is projected outward like a straight line. And so you all are very direct and very energetic, right? So you show your strength through your actions, right? So it doesn't matter if you identify as a man or woman, right? You know that your duality is masculine. You're a fire sign and also you're a cardinal sign. So what that means, Aries, is that you all are active, you're energetic, you're excitable, you're impulsive, you're optimistic, open to change and new experiences. And look at all those cards that want to go flying across the room. And guess what? I'm going to leave them right there because they want to jump across the room for a reason. We're going to leave them right there and we're just going to read those cards. But an Aries that's vibrating at a high frequency, which I've talked to a lot of high vibrating frequency Aries, right? So you all know exactly what you look like, and you know it's a choice to vibrate high. You know your power when you stand in it. When an Aries that doesn't know their power will be guided by circumstances. Okay, if it's a good day, I'm gonna vibrate low. If it's a good day, I'm gonna vibrate high. If it's a bad day, I'm gonna vibrate low. I have no control, right? But an Aries that knows their power and stand in their power intentionally chooses to vibrate at a high frequency, even when the circumstances around you and your emotions feel like, I want to vibrate low, right? So Aries vibrating at your highest frequency, you all are strong. You have strong leadership, amazing self-confidence, very positive energy. You're brave, you're creative, you're courageous. Matter of fact, that's what people like the most about you, the fact that you're courageous. You're determined, you're confident, enthusiastic, optimistic, honest, and passionate. So Aries, listen, if you embody any of these low vibrating characteristics, let's talk. If you feel like you are selfish or accused of being selfish, you are attention seeking, outburst of anger, lack patience, or impulsive behavior, it is because you are either don't know your power or you are choosing to vibrate low because of what's happening right now at this moment in your life or at that particular circumstance, right? I'm going to advise you to vibrate high. Continue to vibrate high. Let's get into your reading, and we'll talk about the number 14 and 15 in a second. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Aries. Touch these cards too. It's not by coincidence. These fell out in all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, also in areas of money and wealth, also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action, and also in areas of creativity and emotions. What information do we have for my wonderful Aries? Now, I know that a lot of you all have come through this retrograde successfully. Your energy has come back. Your sex drive has come back. So many wonderful things. And look at these cards. Yes, I'm loving these. Loving, loving, loving. But let's talk about these cards first, right? We have the Six of Cups right here. We have the King of Cups right here. We have the Ace of Cups right here. We have the Knight of Swords right here. We have the Four of Pentacles right here. And we have the Justice card. Aries, I see you. Balanced out that energy, right? Again, remember I said divine masculine, right? By default, right? Aries. So now you all have tapped into your divine feminine energy. I am loving, loving, loving this. Guess what a lot of you all are starting to say? No. I'm loving it. Listen, I'm so excited for so many of you all Aries. I've talked to so many Aries and I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all almost made me jump through the phone. I was so excited to talk to you all because you all are really starting to use the word no. You all are really starting to tap into your divine feminine energy and nurture yourselves, protect yourselves, right? To a point where, like right here, this means like deep love for yourself. And oh my gosh, I'm just trying to get the words out because I'm serious. I'm so excited for some of you all, for a lot of you all that I have talked to, because so many wonderful things are happening in your life. Let me tell you something. Mindfulness is on 1,000 right now. A lot of you all are meditating. You all are becoming wiser. You're feeling more stable. You're keeping your head up in any crisis that you may have. This is what I'm talking about. Choosing to vibrate high, Aries. I'm so excited. Fist bump, y'all. Boom. Look, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Feeling like a kid again. Look at y'all. Patting Rover on the head. Yes. So, I gotta tell y'all a funny story about my dog because she is really a trip. But anyway, so this is what I'm talking about, Aries. This is the point. A lot of y'all are so happy, and I'm gonna tell you the reason. Okay, so because you all know how to keep your head up in a crisis, you're starting to use wisdom. You all are not just loaning money out. You're not loaning your time. You're not even loaning your energy to people who abused it in the past. Ascension, you've ascended higher, right? You're using wisdom now. So what that looks like, if somebody calls you to borrow money, you're using wisdom. Somebody call you to cry on your shoulder, they want your time and your energy, you're using wisdom right now. You're not just guided solely by your flesh and your emotions. Oh, well, that person's going through a rough time. Let me go give them all of my energy. Let me go give them all of my time. And possibly empty out my purse or my pocket until there's nothing left except lint, right? You're not doing that anymore, right? Falling deeper in love with you, tapping into your divine feminine energy. And so naturally that makes you magnetic. Remember, your divine feminine energy, very magnetic. People are attracted to that, right? Because they see that you're whole. And guess what that attracts? That attracts everybody. When I say everybody, I'm talking about Lottie, Dottie, and everybody, Aries. I'm serious. It attracts everybody when you're whole and you're complete. Because the people who are broken and lost are now coming to you because they need something from you, right? But guess what you're doing? Tapping into this. Wisdom. Yes. You got your pearls of wisdom on. You're starting to say, bye-bye. No, you're using words where people are saying, wow, okay, I don't recognize Aries. I don't recognize the new Aries, but guess what? It's always been under there, Aries. It's your spirit, right? It's your spirit. Your flesh was the one that was allowing people to stomp all over you like a doormat, right? But your spirit said, now it's time for us to merge, for you to love yourself more, nurture yourself. This right here will tell them no. This right here won't call them back for 2-3 weeks and let them go search to ask for money from somebody else. This right here will allow you to be a listening ear and hold space for a person, give them advice. And if they decide not to take the advice that you've given them, because it's a privilege, it's an honor when a person asks you to hold space for them, right? So that's not to be taken lightly, Aries, at all. A person comes to you and they're crying, they're like, Aries, you know how people crying, they can't catch their breath. When people are coming to you crying and they just, mucus running everywhere and tears everywhere, eyes swollen, red, bloodshot red, all of that activity going on, Aries, and you sit there for a minute and you hold space for them, you're not a trash receptacle, right? You're now giving that back. You're giving them, what you're depositing into them is a solution, right? If they don't take what you suggested and they want to come back to you, you're like, see, I told you how to handle it the first time, so you shouldn't be coming back to me again. Coming back to you is not an option with all those tears and sniffling and crying, right? It's like, listen, I tried to help you out the first time. You didn't want to listen to me. So, hey, here's tough love, wisdom. Yes, you're nurturing yourself. You are not a trash receptacle, right? Look at you. Some of y'all are running. I'm talking about hightailing away from those energy vampires. Look at you, running all hard and fast, out of breath, can't even breathe. Aries, why y'all running so hard and fast away from people? I mean, trust me, I get it. I understand. There are some people that come into your life. It's like, oh my God, here they come. You just take off running, right? But again, in all seriousness, this is like you have radical an obsessive focus on you, on winning. You don't have time for the energy vampires anymore. You don't have time for people coming around with styrofoam cups begging for money. You just don't. I ain't talking about homeless people, right? Because I have a special place in my heart for the homeless. I do a lot of volunteers, so I'm not joking about that. But I'm talking about people in your family that got jobs but don't know how to manage their money. Your friends that have jobs, they get paid every 2 weeks just like you are, or they're business owners that get paid every day just like you are, like you do, yet they somehow always broke. Okay, we're not going to talk about them. We're not going to talk about them because y'all know I can go off on a tangent and start telling y'all some stories, but we're not doing that. Yes, this is you being conservative and being wise with your money. Because a lot of people coming to y'all, oh my God, we got the holiday seasons coming up too. People going to be asking you, my little kids, they need some gifts. Okay, whose kids are them? They not mine, they yours, right? You gave birth to those kids. Why are you coming to ask me for money? Again, using wisdom. Look, using wisdom. People coming to you asking you for something. Well, I don't have any money for Thanksgiving. Well, I guess you won't be eating. You know what, Aries? Y'all gonna stop making me laugh, okay? I gotta tell y'all something real quick about my dog. Every time I look at this card, I talk about my dog. So listen, y'all, real quick story, because I'm not gonna go too far on with my stories. But listen, my dog. So my dog has me so trained. This is terrible. It is. I'm serious. It is really. First of all, my dog is spoiled. I have a rescue dog, right? So freaking spoiled. So she has gotten to the point where she don't even bark anymore. She looks at me and she looks at her bowl like, you need to go fill that bowl up and make sure you put some water in my bowl too. Like, get it together. She only drinks filtered water. She's very, very spoiled. And, but you know what? She was a rescue dog, so I just spoil her, so I don't even complain. I just look at her like, you know what? Okay, I guess whatever, I guess I'm your female dog. A trip, right? Anyway, let's get back into your reading. This is all about y'all. And we're going to talk about the number 14 and 15. I'm telling you, boy, I tell you, people are a trip, aren't they? They're a trip if you let them be a trip, right? Okay, we're not talking about my dog because, y'all start talking about my dog. Those are really fighting words because that's my baby for real. So listen, this is how you used to be in bondage. Look at you. Look how you used to be all tied up. Then if you got a special someone, that may be all right. But that's not the case here, right? Okay, you were craving freedom. Like, oh my God, I wish a different life, right? That's because you weren't using wisdom. This is you now looking back at your former self like, I can't believe that was me. Yes, it was you. It was all you, Aries. You always had that power inside of you to create the life that you wanted, right? People used to have y'all stressed out, but not anymore. Look at the bird talking about, don't you want to be free? It's something about a bird sitting on your shoulder, whispering in your ear. And all of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute, birds can talk? Yeah, this one right here can. This one was like, don't you want to be free? I know you tired of being in bondage. And you sitting there scratching your head. You so stressed out. You don't... Okay, you were. Okay, this was talking about were. This was past for you, right? Because we know time is an illusion. But I'm saying, since you all are in the third dimension, you were stressed out, right? And so that bird was like... The other bird said, you know what, we just tired of talking to Aries. We trying to give Aries a way out, but they not listening. But that one little bird, see, the rest of them, they was just like, we done. We are just done. We've been trying to talk to Aries all this time. This is who you used to be, not who you are now. This one little bird said, you know what, I feel sorry for Aries. Let me just sit on Aries' shoulder and talk to Aries for a second and make sure Aries gets the message. I just don't want to leave Aries like this. Hair all disheveled. Oh, you was a mess. Woo! Not anymore. Why? Because you fell in love with you, right? Y'all did not think, seriously, y'all didn't think y'all situation wasn't going to change until pigs started flying. But that situation changed when you locked arms with the other side of your duality. That's what I'm talking about. Fist bumping with the other side of your duality. Ooh, can't touch you now, right? People can't approach you with no craziness now. And a lot of y'all are starting to say no to people. A lot of y'all are just, I'm serious, tapped into that wisdom. That's what's making you more attractive. Even some of y'all exes are coming around trying to rekindle. Oh. Aries, listen, y'all. Don't y'all go back to y'all exes. Those relationships broke up for a reason. I don't care how much they seem like they vibrating high. They are, listen, when they vibrate, okay, I'm not going to get into that because we got some numbers to talk about. But listen, I'm trying to tell you, don't go back to that. A lot of you all are looking for new windows of opportunity as it relates to money, because a lot of you all are extremely gifted. So yeah, you're money magnets, Aries, but you're also looking for new windows of opportunity. You know why? Because it is. You stop giving out money. Now you're building your legacy wealth. You're like, hold on. You want to travel. You want to do a whole bunch of stuff. You was sitting there paying everybody's bills. And every week, I'm telling you, Aries, every week or every 2 weeks, y'all have family members. They were waiting on your pay. Listen, Aries, stop making me laugh. Listen, your family members and friends are waiting for you to get paid so they can borrow money from you. As if they didn't have... Some people are so trifling, I swear. You know, I'm telling you, Aries, y'all had some really trifling people around y'all. You did. They had no qualms about asking y'all for money. And guess what? And because you wanted to be the nice person, you had no problems giving it to them until you realized, guess what? They were never going to give it back. You work way too hard for your money, for you to keep giving money away and giving time and your energy away to people who don't appreciate you. It's a whole new Aries in town. We're not playing around at all. Look at you. You were waiting for new windows of opportunity. You were waiting for them to be there when you needed them. You were in tiptoe anticipation waiting for them to give you your money back. You were just waiting for them to just at least acknowledge and say thank you, right? Not anymore. You got comfortable with saying no. I am so happy. When I say balanced out, complete. Look at this justice card. Moral justice is in your favor. Everything is balanced out. I'm telling you, it's a whole new Aries in town. That retrograde really did y'all some good. Now, I know for some of y'all at the beginning of retrograde, it was like, whew, like Hades, or some people call it hell. For some people, it was just you all were miserable because you were like, okay, how? You know, especially when you had other people's ruling planets that were retrograde and they were kind of out of sync. And it was just, especially, oh my God, especially if you were in a relationship with the person whose planet was retrograde and they didn't know how to act, you were just kind of out of sorts. Your energy was zapped, all kinds of stuff. It was just a complete and total mess, but not anymore. Let's talk about the number 14. So the number 14 is associated with the number 59, because 5 plus 9 is 14, is associated with 68, 6 plus 8 is 14, 7 plus 7 is 14, 77, 86, 95, 149, etc. But the number 14 are a lot of media moguls, right? It represents magnetic communication with the public, right? 14s are also full of ideas and have a vivid imagination and great energy. And so 14s also like excitement and motion. But here's the caveat for that, the excitement and motion. Always vibrating at a high frequency, always intentionally vibrating at a high frequency. This is so important for 14s. Now let's talk about 15. 15, just like the number 69, 78, 87, 96, 159, etc., right? All goes back to the number 15. 15 carries its own special vibration just like 14 does. 15, just like today, spiritual alchemist. Right? You're a spiritual alchemist. You can step into the energy, even if your life path number is not 15. Or the number 6, as we know 1 plus 5 is 6. Spiritual alchemist. You have great magnetism. For you, Aries, this is you tapping into your divine feminine energy, balancing that energy out, right? Also, 15s are aligned with music, drama, art. And 15s are also people who easily attract money and prosperity. That's you, Aries, all day long. Let me tell you, y'all got to stop just giving people money, giving them time, giving them your energy, because it is time for you to travel the world on your own dime, right? People have been living off of you all for far too long, paying their bills from you all, crying on your ear, crying on your shoulder, leaving all their garbage with you. You may hold space for it for a minute, but guess what? What you're depositing into them is empowering. You're speaking to their highest vibration. And so what they do with the information you share with them, because you took your time and energy and sometimes even money to help people out, but you're not doing it a second, third, fourth time, right? Also, 15s balance out, right? You're balanced out. This is for you. You are People love to give you gifts and they love to favor you because they know that you don't need anything from them. So what I'm saying for this is like, for 15s, your main mission is to uplift others by blessing them with happiness, right? And so when you're wise and you know this person has come to you for the 5,011th time asking for a loan, which they never are going to pay back, or they come up with some kind of an attitude when it's time to come and pay you back, when they promise they pay you back in 2 weeks, right? Here come 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, a year, and they still have an attitude, supposedly holding a grudge with you. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway, so you can bless them with just happiness, speaking to their highest vibration, right? And so also, you're just not afraid of working to make your dreams a reality, right? Unapologetically great. That's what I'm talking about, Aries. You got to walk in this unapologetic greatness that you embody, because that's who you've always been. It doesn't matter how you were raised. Maybe your parents didn't know how to speak to your highest vibration. Maybe nobody in your whole life knew how to speak to your highest vibration, but you know how to speak to your highest vibration, right? You know how to nurture yourself, tapping into your divine feminine energy. And so you're great unapologetically. That's what I have for you. Go walk in it. Bye.